For over 17 years, 60,000 units sold, and 4 revisions, the Morning Glory has been our flagship and most trusted overdrive we've ever made. Today, I'm introducing a second version that'll stand alongside the version 4, the Morning Glory Clean. The Morning Glory Clean is the classic version 1 Morning Glory that I designed in 2009 with a true studio grade parallel clean blend on the output. The whole idea of the Morning Glory comes from the 90s English-made Marshall Bluesbreaker pedal. This is one of the first ever transparent overdrives. It was made really famous by John Mayer right after the Continuum era. Pedals like Analog Man's King of Tone are based on this, and it is a wonderful, wonderful circuit. It is the topology that I used for the Morning Glory since this V1. It's the opposite of a tube screamer. That's not transparent. You turn it on and you get a mid bump. That can be a really good thing for a lot of people, but an equal amount of people don't want that change. They want their lows and their highs and their mids to stay the same, and you just want to have the sound of your amp at the edge of breakup. So the Morning Glory, through the topology of this Bluesbreaker, lets you get those cranked amp sounds in different environments where you would normally get a noise violation. If you want to know more about how I modified this original Bluesbreaker into all these different iterations, there's an episode you should check out and a blog post. So one major question that I would ask if I was in your shoes, if you've seen the Morning Glory all these years, if you're one of those 60,000 people that have depended on it, you might ask, Josh, why would you add a clean blend to an already transparent overdrive? And to be fair, when this idea first happened in my head, I said the same exact thing. That feels kind of pointless, right? But at a sound check with Julian Lage several years ago, there was this moment where I had the thought, what if there's something else I can do with the Morning Glory? Julian has made the Morning Glory very known in the jazz community. He's a wonderful guy, an amazing player, and I got to sit and watch him meticulously sound check and obsess over his amp, his guitar, his tone. It was really fun, and it got my wheels turning. What if we altered the Morning Glory and made it more simple? And also, what if I added a true parallel blend at the post of the circuit and not alter any of what you love about the Morning Glory, but give you a new set of ideas in that one knob that no one to my knowledge has ever done with this circuit? What a crazy idea, something I didn't actually think would sound good at all, and then with prototypes in hand, my mind was blown. The first thing that the Morning Glory Clean really improves upon for certain players is pick attack. This topology and this circuit has a really smooth, compressed clipping. If you go and change that, you lose the magic of the pedal, and you might as well play some other type of overdrive that exists out there. But with this control, you blend in your clean in parallel. You get the compressed, creamy saturation of this clipping, but then you add in your clean, untouched pick attack. This is the best of both worlds. The second thing with this circuit, for some players, you want more low end in your overdrive. Jazz genres, country, this Bluesbreaker Morning Glory topology does have a low end roll off. That's part of the magic. If I go and modify this Bluesbreaker Morning Glory topology to have more bass, it's not gonna work. It's gonna ruin the circuit because more bass in the front or end of the circuit is just gonna muddy it up and create more distortion. With this clean control though, you are blending in the natural low frequencies of your instrument in parallel to the rolled off frequencies. So again, best of both worlds. Now that you understand what the pedal is, let's go over the controls and check it out.
Wait. Don't get it dirty.
Yes.
Okay.
What?
It's the Morning Glory Clean. Put the gloves on.
Gloves? It's just...
Don't touch it. Don't get it dirty.
Okay. My hands are gonna sweat. Like a 5-finger sweat cave hand room.
That's an excellent band name. We can work on that later, but get the gloves on.
And they don't
do this
fit
demo.
me well. Oh, that sound. I hate this. You have the volume control. All of you know what the volume control is. This is a master volume. It's at the output of the circuit. The tone control, turn it up for brighter, back for darker. And then you have the drive control. Overdrive, it's how much clipping is going through the circuit. And then the new control is clean. All the way up is fully clean. Another way to think about this is clean boost mode. If this knob is all the way up, the pedal is on, it's just a transparent boost pedal. This knob still works as a gain control and it has a lot of gain. So if you want a transparent boost, it's a better boost than the CLEAN.
Sick burn.
You heard it here. I can't hold this pick, but that's a fact. This is uncomfortable. I know you don't have a zoom lens, but you're gonna do that digital crop nonsense. Look at this. I have a skin flap. Let me see if I can play Wonderwall.
I regret it what I did, okay? I wish I never suggested it. Please take your gloves off. Ready? 1, 2.
My hands are like straight up moist. Perma moist. This is gross. Yeah. Hey, glove companies, make a bigger glove. Turn it on. You'll notice in clean boost mode, that's with the clean blend all the way up, it has a little bit of a frequency kind of boost. It's kind of nice. For real, it's an excellent boost. Overdrive the amp a little more just to show you that. I'm like punishing this amp. So, but yeah, that's cool. You can create natural overdrive in that mode and not have any of the blues breaker topology touching your circuit. So this is where I would start right out of the box. It feels a little odd, but just try it. Drive all the way up, clean all the way up. And we're gonna take this clean control and we're gonna roll it backwards slowly as we strum or play. And you're gonna hear the Morning Glory blending in over the top of the clean. So instead of distorting your whole signal, you're actually just adding a little bit of distortion to your signal. It's not linear, it's in parallel. So this is a bass player's heaven. This is what every album you've ever heard, the bass tracks generally have a parallel clean track. Super clean and chimey and precise, but you've got low end. That's 50-50 and really good. To me, that's like set it and forget it and duct tape the whole pedal. Drive, control all the way up, clean in the middle, tone in the middle, never touch it. I have the low end from the rig, from my guitar, from these humbuckers. I have the pick attack that's missing in the Morning Glory alone, but I have all the compression, all that natural clipping. I have the bright boost. It's really, really great. Almost a normal Morning Glory, but a little bit of clean in there. So really compressed, really smooth. You're losing low end, but in the good way. Like, that's why this sounds good. And then that's a Morning Glory V1. That's this old classic, more true to the original Blues Breaker, but modified quite a bit. Fully compressed, really smooth, nice high end. The low end is shelved off. It's like a mastered overdriven signal. It's like the sound of overdrive guitars you hear on records. Do the neck pickup there. That's crazy cool. All the pick attack is back, but I still feel all the compression. That's really cool. That's how the clean control works. This first jam is the classic clean, fendery, sparkly, John Mayer-y thing. This is the reason that the Morning Glory was designed. I was playing a lot of Strats. So I'm going to use the John Mayer PRS as the main guitar foundation. You're going to hear the Morning Glory clean as the always on first stage overdrive. You're also going to see me kick on a Nauticon. I always do a second stage clon. This would be like my signature sound, I guess you could say. I'm going to go back over and play another pass with a different Strat, just so it has a little bit of a different texture. Then on a solo, I'll use a flight delay, analog mode, quarter note delay, giving it some depth. And then we're going to use the Unicorn Univibe to make that chunky kind of Hendrixy sound. Same thing for the solo. I'm going to play that on a different Strat. It's the Strat I have that looks like a coffee table. It weighs 87 pounds. Next up, I want to show you that you don't have to use the clean control to blend in clean. That assumes that this is early in your drive section and you're putting the pure clean guitar into it and processing down your pedal board. But what if you want to put other things in front of it? One example of that is to place a compressor. So your clean signal could be compressed clean signal. Let me draw it on the whiteboard and show you how that actually works. Oh. Okay, look at that. That's your guitar. You're going into here. You have the compressor, that's the C, right? And then you have this interesting split that happens inside the Morning Glory. So you have a Morning Glory circuit, and then you have this split. Let's call this the clean knob. That's confusing. So we're gonna say comp, clean circuit. And then what happens is they're joined back together into the output. So your guitar goes in to your pedal board or whatever, into that first compressor. Then it touches the front of the Morning Glory circuit, just like a normal pedal would. The difference here is that clean knob control lives up here, not being touched. So you have the compressor hitting the front in series, but also being duplicated in parallel. Again, it's like Hannah Montana, best of both worlds. This is a big deal for country players and other people who really want to hear a nice, clean sound, highly compressed, but not overly compressed. So for this, I'm going to call on Nick, who is a country artist. Are you a country artist? He knows some hot licks.
Sure.
I'm going to play acoustic. Nobody knew that I could play acoustic. This is a big revelation. It's storming the internet right now. And we're going to do a song called
Howdy.
Howdy. Taking this even further, that series parallel situation, we're going to put the Morning Glory Clean as the second drive on the board. Now, this is a little odd because this is the best first stage overdrive we've ever built. You normally want to go this into something a little higher gain, etc. But in this case, let's put this second and let's take the Nauticlon, which is a Klon style circuit. And I always run that with a good amount of gain. I'm not a believer in the transparent Klon clean boost thing. I think it's all nonsense. If you want to boost, buy a boost pedal. Use a Klon as a distortion, put it in front, and then you're going to also have the weird thing where at the input of this pedal, it's going to also put a duplicated parallel version untouched of the Klon circuit. Series parallel, super strange, I know. I'm going to have some slapback on here, and I'm going to play an SG. I want to love SGs. I'm trying to give them another chance. I always wanted one in high school, but every time I play them, they're uncomfortable and they don't stay in tune. But this song is going to redeem that. And we're going to try to be Radiohead. We're running everything on this song through the Jack White Panoverb. I'm using the 15-inch speaker only. This will give a little bit of a contrast to the first jam where I had the 2-rock. This next jam is me very badly playing the role of John Scofield. There's major differences between us. The first one is he played for Miles Davis. I have Miles Davis records. So I'm going to try this. I love John Scofield. There's this thing that he does that's really cool. We've shown it on the show some. We've done some similar jams, but I really want to highlight how this feels because it's a really good example of staging pedals. And in this case, we're going to go full Christopher Nolan Inception, and we are going to stack a normal Morning Glory after the Morning Glory Clean. A little confusing, but not confusing. And I'm going to play a big jazz guitar, chunky humbucker. I'm playing jazz on a Jack White amplifier. Nobody saw that coming.
Jazz.
Jackie Jazz.
Jazz White.
Jazz White. You're going to hear it off. Then you're going to hear me turn it on. And it's going to be what it does best. Everything's going to sound better. Clearer, fuller, awesome. Then you're going to see me turn on the Morning Glory version 4. The light will be blue, so that's like second stage. In a solo, I'm going to hit the red remote switch, which activates this, and you're going to have a higher gain Morning Glory. So it's like Morning Glory and the Morning Glory with a Morning Glory high gain. Lots of Morning Glory. maybe in the future, if some of you would like to see it, maybe we do a 2-in-1 of this. The comments are down there. This next jam is Wilco-esque. It's almost like if Wilco did 1979 by the Smashing Pumpkins before that song existed. Think about it. You know, like the riff, you know. You'll hear. I'm gonna use the 2-rock amplifier, the Telecaster for the main guitar. I'll even stack that. Morning Glory Clean is my first stage overdrive. And then I'm gonna go the Charlie Brown, the most underappreciated pedal I've ever made. I'm not bitter about it. It's your fault, but I'm not bitter about it at all. So I'm gonna use this to stack. It's incredible. This is one of the tricks that we're gonna do in this jam, that series parallel thing. I'm gonna use the new Big Muff 2. Also, these are available right now at Electro Harmonics. Big Muff 2, 2 Big Muffs mixed together, series parallel. Everything just sounds crispier and fuller. Also want to give a massive props to this pedal. This is one of my favorite pedals of last year, the Keeley Zoma. This is like the Flint for people who maybe didn't get along with the Flint. It's incredible. I'm going to use the reverb on this. I can't recommend it enough. So that's it. Let's do Wilco Pumpkins Wompkin. I hope you can see from these jams and demonstrations that the Morning Glory Clean is incredibly versatile and can be used pretty much in any rig with any genre. I also want to mention that we have made a pedal with a clean blend in it for a long time. It's the Moonshine, but it's a Tube Screamer based pedal, extremely different. It is really inspired by the classic Voodoo Lab Sparkle Drive. This is about 26 years old now. This, to my knowledge, is the first drive pedal that ever had a clean blend. Legendary. Like, this is the GOAT of the idea. So I want to give tribute to that. So whether you're using this as a first stage overdrive, which I highly recommend, or putting it after an overdrive that you really love and doing this parallel series blend idea, or whether you're taking it to the next level and trying stuff we haven't even really explored in depth, which is putting a delay before it. That does crazy stuff. Putting modulations before it. There's a lot of exploration to do in this device, and it would be really comfortable and find a nice home next to the Morning Glory that you might already own. These two stacked together are really fantastic, and really, it's not for everybody, but that's some of the best products ever made, and some of you are really gonna love this. I don't know what else to say. I guess we're done. Are we done?
We're done.
We're done. Thank you for watching this. There's a bunch of other demos. Those links are in the description below. Yeah, go to your local dealer, order it wherever you order pedals, however you consume and purchase, and yeah, let us know what you think in the comments.